welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Rosie, and thank you so much for taking a moment out of your busy day to spend a few moments with me. So in today's video, we are going to be making this super sweet little treat bag for all of the little goodies that you want to gift out. Now, I'll be showing you how to make the base structure, and then I'll show you a couple of different ways that you can kind of decorate it. So if you're ready, let's get started. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with a piece of scrapbook paper that's 7 by 11. Let's go ahead and place it on the 7-inch side, and we're just going to score at 2. Let's turn it around to the 11-inch side, and we're going to score at 2, 5, 7, and 10. That's all the scoring that you need to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and just make sure that we fold and crease on all our score marks. So now when we're looking at it, we have that 2-inch panel at the bottom closest to you. Then we have a larger panel here and then a small panel here. So that's the way you should be looking at it. At the corner where we have the smaller tab, we're just going to remove that little box. We don't need that panel for this, so we're just going to get rid of it. All right. And then all we need to do is on each score mark on the 2-inch panel, we're just going to cut up to the first score line. So guys, I have been cleaning my studio. I try to do it, at least use half the day to really clean, organize, because I'm getting all kinds of ideas to redo my studio at the beginning of the year, hopefully. So I'm starting to kind of go through things, get rid of things, clean things, and see what I want and what I have. All right, so now that we've gone ahead and we have released the tabs at the bottom, this is going to be the bottom of our bag. And this little flap here, that's what we're going to use to adhere our bag together. So let's go ahead, bring in our adhesive. I'm using Reptile glue. This is so simple, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead. You can use any adhesive you want. I'm just going to use my handy dandy Reptile glue. And then literally all you need to do is, if you fold at the halfway mark, it's going to fold right on top perfectly. Just like that. Let me get some glue up off my mat. I learned with my other mats that if you don't clean it up right away, it's on there forever. Okay. So I've gone ahead and just made sure that it's well adhered. So now when we open it, there is our bag. So now we just need to close up the bottom, right? So you can do it any which way, honestly. It really doesn't matter. I like to do my 2 short sides first, bring over the bottom, and then flip over the top. That's how I like to do it. You certainly don't need to do it. As long as you close it up, guys, that's all really that matters. And I don't even bother to adhere this one to that one, add this one to this one. I just worry about this one here. So that's all that I'm going to use my adhesive on. Okay. And then this part, just make sure that your box is in good position, meaning to keep the shape. All right, I'm just going to lightly do this, and then I'm going to go ahead and with my scoring tool, I'm just going to make sure that I am pressing down really good on the inside. You don't want that bottom to pop up on you. Okay. So there is our bottom. So here is our bag. There's tons of different ways that you can do this. So now if you just pinch the sides, right? You pinch the sides and it's almost like a milk carton. You can have your bag like that. Tons of different ways. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in another piece that's kind of going to be the lid to this. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make a little flap for our bag. Again, you can leave it like this. That's fine as well. Add 2 holes, add some ribbon, done. So, but I thought it might be nice to have like a little kind of flap to it. So what you're going to need is a piece that's 3 by 4. And on the 4-inch side, we're just going to score at 1/2 inch and at 1.5. That's all the scoring that you need to do. And let me just put this away. Let me go ahead and just fold and crease on our score marks. So essentially it's just 1/2 inch to attach it to our bag, and then I want kind of a little gusset of about 1 inch so that we can add some things to our bag and have it have a little bit of depth, and I'll show you what I mean. And then this is going to be the flap itself that's going to go over. So let me show you what I mean. We have the 1/2 inch, right? So that's what's going to attach. So it's going to go inside our bag like this. What I'm going to do is let's go ahead and just angle our corners. Oops, get rid of the garbage here. So we just angled the corners on the 1/2 inch, and that's what's going to go and attach to the inside. See, kind of like that. And then we have the 1 inch, that's going to be our gusset, and here is the flap. Okay, so let me just kind of show you. So sort of like this, we have that 1 inch, that's going to be the top, and then we have our flap, which we can attach with magnets, Velcro, however you wish to do it. You can even use ribbon, but let's go ahead and do some things first. So before we actually attach it, I'm going to round the corners just to give it a little softer look. Okay, so let's get rid of the garbage. And then let's go ahead and bring in our adhesive, and I'm going to use still my reptile glue. However, you can use whatever adhesive you want. And then we're just going to attach it to the inside of our bag. And we're going to go ahead and do that. Just looking to make sure that I am straight. Okay. Okay, so now our lid is attached to the inside, right? So let's, oh, I've got dried glue all over myself. Okay. So now when we just close our flap, there is our little treat bag. How cute is that? How adorable is that? Now, I've done another one, and I'll bring it on, where I've used craft cardstock just to give it a sturdier look, and then I decorated it with scrapbook paper that's a little bit more decorative, just to kind of show you a different kind of vantage point. But now you can use, like I said, either magnets, Velcro, ribbon. You can use whatever closure method is best for you. And again, depending on how many you make, you want to think about that as well. So there is our box. How quick was that? All right, so there is another idea. Let me go ahead and I'm going to decorate this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and decorated, and I'll show you the 2 different versions that I did. So in this one here, I kept the decorations pretty minimal. And let me go ahead and open it just so you can see how much you can fit in this little treat bag. So I have a little Frankenstein lollipop. I have a witch's hat lollipop. I have a ring pop. And I have 2 Smarties, but we can actually fit way more in there. Let me just kind of show you. I'll place some of these back in, and if you can see inside, we can definitely fit more inside of this bag. So a gift card, you know, it doesn't even have to be candy. It can be anything, a bracelet, earrings, a necklace, really anything that you want to gift should be able to fit in here. Let me give you the overall dimensions. So let's see, it is 3 inches wide by 5 inches in height, and we have a pretty good depth. It's 2 inches deep, so we have quite a bit of room in here. So there's this one. If you want to if you need to do lots and lots of these, you may not want to go into too much detailing. Think of a kid's school party where maybe you have multiple kids in school and each class has 26 kids. All right, you're making over 50 of these, and honestly, the 6-year-olds, you know, the 5, 6, 7-year-olds, they're not really going to care too much about what you've placed around the goodies. They just want to get at the goodies. That's all they care about, right? If you're making some and you want to do it a little bit more detailed, you can use craft cardstock. That's what I've done in this one. It's a lot more sturdier. And then I just wrapped it with 2 pieces of scrapbook paper on each panel. As you can see. So here I just have a doily, some different little cut-aparts, a little spider web, some gems, a bow. I have a little sentiment, just a bunch of hocus pocus, and I backed that onto some black cardstock. And then on the back, I kept it fairly simple, just with a cardstock sticker. So there's lots of things that you can use these for. I really love these because they're super quick to make, takes little amount of paper, and you can fit quite a bit in here, honestly. So how can you not love these little treat bags? All right, guys, well, that's all I have for you today. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you so much. Your support goes an awful long way in helping my little channel out. All right, guys, until the next time, stay safe, be kind, and keep it creative.